Okay, so let's continue with these. Here's a Bowman Chrome rookie of Eric Milton. Got traded to the Twins. Had a few good years over there, but the Yankees got Chuck Knobloch back in that trade, and they won 3 championships with Knobloch as a leadoff man. So I'd say the Yankees definitely got the better end of that trade. Here's another guy they traded around that time. I believe it was before the '96 season. Traded him to Seattle with a couple other guys for Tino Martinez and Jeff Nelson. So again, the Yankees turned out to do pretty well in that trade. Even though Davis did have a few 20 home run seasons with Seattle, but Yankees won championships with the guys they got, so I say they did pretty good there. There's a nice Sportflix rookie of him. Here's a guy that had a ton of talent, but was a bit of a head case. He got traded to the Padres initially for the negotiating rights to Hideki Arabu. Then a few years later, they brought him back and were going to make him the starting right fielder. But for some reason, he decided to steal Derek Jeter's glove. And needless to say, got released after that. And wound up going to a few other major league teams, but never even came close to reaching his potential. He was considered to be like a 5-tool prospect. I don't think he ever even became an all-star level player. There's a nice pinnacle card of him. A nice gold medallion of him. A cool Bowman foil with the old Yankee Stadium in the background. Here's a D'Angelo Jimenez, '96 Bowman rookie. Another guy that had some talent, but he got in a car accident and was never really the same after that. Got called up a few times, had some decent moments here and there, but never really became an everyday player. But they still made some nice cards of him over those next few years. Here's a nice Topps Finest. And a die cut. Here's a Drew Henson. He was a really good college football player. There you see he's holding a baseball and a football. Didn't really pan out in baseball. Wound up playing a few years in the NFL, but didn't really do much there either. Was a really good athlete, but just didn't excel at either one of those sports. There's a absolute memorabilia, numbered to 1,000. Here's a Kevin Thompson. I thought he'd turn out to be a pretty good major league outfielder, but he had the misfortune of being around during those years where the Yankees kept signing big time free agents like Johnny Damon and Gary Sheffield, Bobby Abreu, so this guy never really got an opportunity. And that's a white parallel, numbered to 225. A blue refractor out of 199. Here's a Brent Cox. Was a pretty good college pitcher. Was supposed to be the closer of the future, but didn't really pitch that well in the minors, and Mariano Rivera pretty much solidified that spot, so this guy never really got his shot. Here's a Shelley Duncan blue refractor. Had some good power, had a lot of energy, but another one of those guys that really didn't have a spot on the Yankees, so he wound up going to a few other teams, but didn't really do much either. Here's a nice Heritage rookie. And this guy was one of the biggest mistakes in Yankee history. They got him the same year the Red Sox got Daisuke Matsuzaka. The Yankees made kind of a panic move, threw a bunch of money at this guy, but he was terrible. I don't think I ever saw him pitch even one good game in this short time here. Here's a Willem O. Pena. They signed him really young, had a lot of power potential, and they traded him when he was still really young. They traded him to Cincinnati, I forget for who. He wound up going to Boston and a few other teams, but yet another one of those guys that didn't really get close to his potential. Seems like I'm saying that a lot, but that's kind of what happens with a lot of these guys. There's a Stephen White. Have no idea who that is, but Just a really nice Bowman Sterling refractor. And some more Brent Cox stuff. Topps Chrome autograph. A Chrome refractor autograph. And a Bowman buyback. Alright, so now we move on to the final stack. So let's look through these last few. Here's a C.J. Henry Bowman Sterling. Another one of those guys that was a good athlete, but just couldn't turn it into a baseball career. Nice Bowman Chrome refractor there. Really nice looking Bowman Sterling of Jeff Marquez. Got traded to the White Sox for Nick Swisher. And some more Jeff Marquez. SP Prospects. Here's a Ross Allendorf. They got him from the Diamondbacks when they traded Randy Johnson back over there. Here's a Sean Henn. Not a really good player, but really nice looking card. Alberto Gonzalez was kind of like a utility man type. Bounced around a few teams. Here's a Tommy Canley. I think he's with the White Sox now. He's kind of one of those hard throwing relievers that bounces up and down between the minors and the majors. Here's a Slade Heathcott from Inception. Pretty sure he's no longer with the team, just not sure where he went. This guy still is with the team with, I believe it's AAA. Leonardo Molina. Not really one of the more talked about prospects, but has some decent potential. I think he's ranked like in the top 12 prospects for the Yankees or something like that. Here's some Rob Refsnyder's. Another one of those guys, great athlete, but they just can't seem to find a position for him, so not sure what's going to happen to him. I think he might eventually end up getting traded just because there isn't a spot for him on this team. Here's a JP Fireeisen, another one of the guys that came over from the Indians in the Andrew Miller trade. Here's another one of those guys from the Indians, Clint Frazier. He was the main guy in the deal. And a Clint Frazier autograph. Here's a James Caprillion autograph. He's supposed to be one of their top pitching prospects, but I heard something today where he's having some issues with his elbow and now he's going to have to see a specialist, so hopefully he won't need Tommy John surgery, but it's not sounding too good right now. Here's another Clint Frazier, a refractor from Bowman's Best. And last one is Gleyber Torres, my only card of him. Would love to get some more cards of him, but his stuff is going really high right now, even just like basic refractors and stuff like that. So we'll see if I can pick up some more of his stuff. But that's going to be it for the Yankee prospects. I still have some of my best Yankee stuff to show, so expect some more Yankee PC videos to come. But thank you all for the support, and I'll be back with some more stuff soon.